because she acted greedy before they started the weekend. So she now said, "Oh yeah, that she's true." But before she said that, she did not say that. But didn't I tell you to get out from my side? But you were actually right about what you just said. I'm in very big trouble. Maybe that is why my mom shouted at me during the weekend.
Welcome to BrainChild Project. Here we bring you untold stories of remarkable African children, particularly those from underserved communities whose creativity and brilliance must be celebrated. More than fostering global recognition, our mission is to amplify their voices, harness their brilliance, and connect children to global opportunities. From young artists and STEM innovators to athletes and cultural custodians, we showcase the dreams of the next generation. This project is powered by BrainChild Legacy Initiative, a non-profit committed to bridging the gap between talent and recognition. Join us now.
My name is Elfridah and I'm in JS2, and I've been writing stories since when I was in JS1 because what inspires me is the things around me. That's why I've been writing stories, and I've been hoping that to get published one day and to get sold out to so many people who will read it and enjoy the stories I write.
What has been your most interesting character so far? Because I'm sure you've written quite a number of them before now. Which one actually interests you the most?
Chioma.
Chioma. Tell us about Chioma.
Chioma is a greedy girl. Like her siblings to talk to her in a rude manner, and one day she got to school. Her friend just wanted to give her a hug and she reacted in such a way that her friend could not just imagine it. But one thing that made her to realize what she did was that when her friend informed her that she's going to be in big trouble because she acted greedy before they started the weekend. So she now said, "Oh yeah, that she's true." But before she said that, she did not say that. But didn't I tell you to get out from my side? But you were actually right about what you just said. I'm in very big trouble. Maybe that is why my mom shouted at me during the weekend. So that is my most interesting character in when I'm writing.
Chioma, the wicked girl.
The greedy
The
girl.
greedy girl. Okay, that's interesting. That's an interesting one. So, something I like to know, right? When you write, is there a place that makes you feel more comfortable to write? For instance, is there a corner of the house? Is there like a time of the day, morning, afternoon? Is it outside, inside? What makes you feel more comfortable and where?
There's no place in the house that is making me more comfortable. But I usually write when someone is there with me. I don't like writing alone inside the room. But one thing I don't like is when they are disturbing me when I'm writing. It distracts me, makes me to make a lot of mistakes.
So you like people to be with you when you're writing, but they
Yes,
should just be quiet.
yes,
Wow, that's very difficult. So do you ever achieve that? Do you ever have people around and they're just quiet?
no.
So how do you manage to maneuver the noise and the crowd? It's like you want the crowd, you don't want the noise. So how do you manage that?
Sometimes I can go and lock myself in the room and be writing, but it's quite lonely.
Wow, I can understand. That's a difficult one to handle. Well, it's one of those things about creatives. I'm sure you're going to maneuver that one as well. Okay. So you're writing. You've been writing at such a young age, and it's just amazing. But I want to know what has been the most difficult aspect of writing for you.
Thinking of what to jot down in the book. When you try to think, but nothing comes to your mind. You have to pause and take a break before you continue to write what you want to write. And that's one difficult aspect of writing for me. But I'm not sure it's only me because I'm not the only writer writing books. Other
Exactly.
people it will be difficult. There's no writer that will never go through that process of not able to write anything down in some time. So
That's true. That's true. Because everything besides even besides writing, everything else you want to do takes time to organize it in a very good way that brings out the picture. So I can only imagine that writing shouldn't be any less difficult. But you've been able to do well for such a long time. That's really amazing. Well done. So yeah, when you have written so many stories yet to be published, right? And you're looking forward to publishing them at some point. So when it gets published, when somebody holds your book in their hands, how do you want them to feel when they read it?
I want them to feel happy, and I also want them to enjoy the stories I write. Not that it will be just like a straight up writing, nothing interesting in the book, for them to enjoy or to listen to.
Okay. Have you ever thought of your mommy or your daddy holding your books in their hands?
Yes.
Okay. Who do you think is going to enjoy the book more?
My dad.
Why?
Because he's the one that usually presses me to write your books. Have you finished it? Have you started or what?
Okay, you mentioned the word press you as if it's by force. So do you enjoy like the push that he gives to you to make it right?
Yes.
Okay. So like without him, do you think you would have come this far?
No, I don't think so.
So all thanks to daddy, right?
Yes.
That's good. So if you were to meet any author, first of all, I'd like to ask you, do you know of any authors that you like or you've been following their works? And if so, if you were to meet any author at all, is there anybody in mind?
No, I don't have anybody in mind.
Okay. So what kind of yourself personally, what kind of books interest you? If the ones that you're not writing yourself, what other books interest you apart from the educational books from school?
Like normal storybooks, short stories. I don't like reading novels. I know my types of books to read. I like reading short stories. Like there are several books my dad has bought for me. Within 2 or 3 days I finished it.
Okay. So have you liked any of those books?
Yes.
So maybe you're going to go back after here and check the authors and start following them, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. So the books that you write, the stories you write, or the characters you form in your stories, do they in any way reflect the kind of person that you are, or the kind of person that you like to be in the future, or do they reflect the kind of society you don't want to have? Maybe the difference between good and evil, or like for instance, the greedy Chioma girl. Does any of this reflect the kind of person that you are, or you want to be, or you want the society to be?
Yes.
Okay, how?
Like for the society, I don't want people to be greedy. I don't want them to have that kind of mindset that will make people to hate them, not to want to interact with them.
Okay. So is there any possibility that Chioma the greedy girl is like your best story yet?
Yes.
Okay.
Isn't it because of the way she acts
Okay.
and the hard way she learned her lesson through being expelled from school, only because of one really behavior that she did in school.
Okay.
Just like her friend that was not feeling fine, instead of her to forgive her.
Yes.
Because the friend, she asked for a pen, but she had her own. She didn't want to use her own, so she asked from her friend. But her friend said that she did not have. She started acting rude. She now said that she would slap the girl. Her teacher now noticed her, but after her teacher talked to her, she still, because she had anger issues, she still wanted to teach her a lesson. She collected her food and she sent 2 of her companions to her. They collected her food. She begged and begged. When she fainted, her teacher saw her on the floor. She had not yet taken her medicine. That's why she got expelled from school for 5 months. Her parents they were asking her why she had not been going to school for some days. Before they just said it was good for her because she did not behave in the proper manner that she was supposed to behave while going to school.
Yes. That's a brilliant story, and it got me curious, right? Because I wanted to ask you: have you ever asked somebody for a pen in school and they refused to give you? Is that why you hate greed?
Yes.
Who was it that you asked? Your friend?
No, one of my fellow classmates.
And they didn't give you the pen?
No. They will tell me it is not working. By the time I now collect the pen and write
It's
a
working.
sheet of paper, it's working.
That's betrayal.
They don't want to give me.
Is that name Choma?
No.
Okay, so I wanted to ask you, besides writing, and of course going to school and doing these intelligent things, which obviously you are, what other things do you want the world to know about you, Elfridah, right now?
Like I make beads.
Beads?
Yes.
Okay, what kind of beads?
Necklace, bangles,
Wow.
earrings, rings.
Wow.
And I also make headbands as well. That is during my free time.
That's amazing. What else? Is there anything else you make apart from those?
Yes, and I also sew some simple dress
Okay.
that I learned how to do from my mom.
Oh, so your mom has come into the picture now. Okay, it's not just daddy anymore. Okay, so in the near future, is there any chance that you may include or incorporate some of the things like sewing, the beat making into your life alongside the writing?
Yes.
Okay, you're looking at that as some of like a side business in the future.
Yes.
Okay, so you love to be a businesswoman too. Okay, that's good. So, do you have any advice for children out there who are maybe in your position right now, or just children in general?
Children are in my position right now that they should not hide their talents from the world. That they should go ahead with their talents, that they should allow people to know about who they are in the future.
That's good. Okay, so I just wanted to say that, your story is quite inspiring. For your, how old now?
11.
11 years. Wow, that's amazing. For an 11-year-old who can organize her thoughts, who can organize her words, who can think for herself, and try to, organize her words on paper and make them into a story, into books. That is something that most people, even adults, cannot do. All right. So I want you to know that you're an amazing person, you're an amazing kid. You're brilliant. You're smart. And I remember like 10 years ago, myself, I started writing my first manuscript, and I didn't publish until now. So I know that yourself, you're going to go ahead and publish many books, 10 books, 20 books before you turn my age. Alright, so don't stop writing, and remember that you're a brainchild, and it's your genius, it's your talent, and the world is basically yours to take. Alright? Well done, congratulations and everything.
Thank you.
Welcome to BrainChild Project. Here we bring you untold stories of remarkable African children, particularly those from underserved communities whose creativity and brilliance must be celebrated. More than fostering global recognition, our mission is to amplify their voices, harness their brilliance, and connect children to global opportunities. From young artists and STEM innovators to athletes and cultural custodians, we showcase the dreams of the next generation. This project is powered by BrainChild Legacy Initiative, a non-profit committed to bridging the gap between talent and recognition. Join us now.